So as you race your way down, this beachhead, to the water, people are fleeing. Actually, some of them shoulder tackling you as they're trying to run by, and you hear some of them actually yell at you, idiot, you're going the wrong way, which it has no effect on you whatsoever as you plunge, your feet into the lowest parts of the wet sand.
Okay. And I will launch a sacred flame at the creature trying to pull the child away.
As you see this crustacean literally grabbing onto this young man and pulling him under, his head literally just bobbing on the wake. 13. That is just a hit.
Some crab for supper. 9 flame damage.
9. Sacred Flame?
Yep.
Yeah, rips through and just narrowly missing this halfling as this halfling turns to see this squeak that was hollered out behind her shoulder. And this flame rips into this crustacean as it drops its grasp on this individual. Yeah, you can move back a little bit. Perfect. Move that one crustacean up to you, Trevor. Nope.
Oh, this one.
Perfect, out of the water. You know what? Move them both up. And you can move the one behind the one that just got hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, up or on top. And you can move that big guy onto the shore. Yeah, thank you guys. And those other 2 ones you can just move forward in the water.
Oh.
Perfect.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, about 3 squares up.
How about the one that moved back?
He got blasted back. He's good there.
Okay.
Yeah, your AC is 20, right? Double miss. They both come in, as you fleetly take a half step forward, and they almost surpass you, and not expecting the forward movement. Let's say the one that's next to our halfling, you see this curved tail come out of the water, and it literally just kind of rat tails like these barbed quills at you. That is going to be a hit easily.
Yeah.
Oh, you're lucky. Low damage. You take 2 points of piercing damage.
2?
It's only 2.
Yeah. Okay, at least it's not too bad.
Zeema, you're up.
All right.
So these barbed quills literally come in, and just as you look to hear this squeak behind you, that's that side movement as these quills just kind of nicked your shoulder, drawing blood.
All right. And this creature, it had to launch that attack at me, so
yeah, from its tail.
Okay, so it's not quite next to me.
No, it's about 5-8 feet away from you.
Okay. What I will do is just hearing the squeak back here and seeing a child essentially just floating in the water on his own.
Yes. Describe your character for Zeema.
Zeema? Alright, well, his hood is probably drawn back. Doesn't look necessarily like a child. Like, he has some facial hair and stuff like that, but he just is small. Like, he's just not a tall man. Do you think he's maybe a teenager?
Yeah. And human, right?
Yeah. He's wearing a cloak that kind of matches the color of the water, but he's kind of mostly submerged. So
absolutely, yeah. So you probably see the back of his head or the side of his head kind of bobbing there. The last of the bubbles from his lungs, kind of bubbling up in the water, and literally his head just bobbing as he starts to submerge underneath the wake.
Oh, goodness.
Kind of in between the rocks.
Right. In that sense, then, I don't want any of us here getting immediately swarmed, I would say. What I would like to do is I would like to use one of my slots and cast darkness right here.
Cool.
And because of my Devil's Sight, I can see in both non-magical and magical darkness.
Absolutely.
So I'll just right here, 15 feet in every direction.
Cool. Yeah.
And then I'll use that as a shield in order to get up to here and just get your head back up above the water.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so there's this darkness that kind of takes over this rock mound, and as you work your way through the water, you can see these crustaceans, kind of clawing and kind of just slashing away, and you just nimbly kind of work your way around. We said the water is how high in you at this point?
Really more like knees.
Gotcha. Yeah, so knee high. As you see this, you grab onto this young teen, and you kind of flip him over on his back. His mouth gaping open. Water. Still kind of leaking within it, like pooling inside.
Goodness. I guess I would do my best in order to, still, holding, him a head above water and just start still in the cloud, just pulling him a little bit away towards
Sounds
the
good.
shore if possible.
Cool,
Probably
absolutely.
about here.
And as you pull him away from this rock surface, guiding him in between these stones, you can see this trail of murky red following him. And as you kind of push him over on his side, kind of making him a little easier to move in the water, you can see like this large gash on his back, his lifeblood, desperately leaking out. Thadius, give me that save.
12 plus, so good. 14 altogether.
You can hear this voice over top of you, this light, female voice, telling you to stay calm. She's got you. As your eyes, kind of just squint open into complete darkness. You're not sure if you're.
I'm still unconscious.
Yeah, exactly, or not. But you can feel like this security, presence over top of you. Kind of guiding you through the water. Urging you to stay calm and that you're being looked after. Okay. It is the big guy's turn. Can you move that guy in on the guard?
Cool.
Yep.
And this guy on this one?
Yep, you betcha. And you see these large crustaceans, just kind of waddle, onto the sand. Their pincers, their legs, literally, going into the earth itself, under the weight of it, and they both hunker down and slash hard, into these two guards. One guard dropping. I'll let you choose which one, Rhys. The other guard, heavily damaged.
Let's say this one.
Okay, you betcha. Alindawn, you're up.
We take a swipe at this one in front of me.
Okay.
Nice. It's a 7.
Yeah, it just manages to work its way around your attack and just move it a little closer around you as it just kind of repositions itself. Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Then, well, we have to move it. So take an attack opportunity.
And it does manage to clip you. I rolled max. You take yourself 8 points of slashing.
This kind of stuff needs to stop. All right.
Thankfully, you didn't choose to be on level 1.
Yeah, okay, good. Be down.
Anything else, Alindawn?
Keep moving.
Another attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
That one misses. So as you start pulling this body out from the water there, Zeema, you can hear the island, the small rock crop that you were just on, literally just clink with movement. So you can move those 3 guys all around you.
All around it?
1, 2, 3 onto the island. Perfect. Yeah,
Just like so?
absolutely. And you can actually hear like the same quill that hit you, kind of lash out. Some of them, hitting the water around you. Others of them, plinking off of the stone itself. And as you start working your way out of the darkness.
Ugh, okay.
And it's their turn. The one that was on you, Trevor, move them up behind you.
This one.
Yep. And then that loose guy in between the 2 guards, you can move him to the other guard. Yep.
Towards.
Yep, that guard.
Oh, poor dude.
And the big guy, you can have him turn around and face our cleric. Roll, yeah, I rolled in that 20 for that, so he definitely knows that you're there. And everybody else, you can move up, except for the 3 on the island, a couple squares, please. That guy's dead. Perfect. We're gonna move and attack our cleric here. Okay, yeah, that's a hit. Man, I'm rolling like a boss back here for damage. Take yourself another 8 slashing as you get pinched from the back. And we're going to do our big boy from the front at advantage. The big boy. And that is also just a hit. You're a big boy. Look at that. Take yourself, max damage again. Take yourself another 10 slashing from his claw. And I'm sure it's safe to say that this guard over here is done.
Maybe. What's his AC?
3 natural ones. Let's go.
Yeah, that guy over there is swarmed. He literally just gets covered as they rip into his flesh and start pulling him back into the water. And at this point, if you had the opportunity to see yourself, there's Zeema, as you look out of this blackness, you can see anybody that's captured by these things is being pulled back into the water, kicking and screaming, submerged underneath, and being dragged to the depths.
These two guys can move in, and let's just say they kill this guy, and this guy is over here, and he's running to the aid of his friend foolishly. This guy as well is coming in here, and he draws his bow, and he launches a couple arrows at the big guy that's on you there, Alindawn. Both arrows hit, but they ding off his back, ricocheting into the water. Alindawn, you're up.
Alright, I will use my divination to use my Twilight Sanctuary.
Okay, so you're casting what?
Twilight Sanctuary.
Which is a divination spell?
It's as opposed to turning undead, it's one of their abilities that they can use, and they basically add a d6 of hit points.
Okay, temporary, right? Yeah.
Increases their maximum. Plus my level, so anybody within 30 feet of me, which I deign. So is that guy dead?
Yes.
Okay.
It's probably a death
I
save, but
can't
yes.
see these guys, so I would expect that I wouldn't be able to
Correct.
select them.
So as you cast this spell, give it some flavor. Some
Kind of call upon my divine favor and say, Bias, I need your assistance. Clap down on my staff, and it kind of shoots out this wave around me, and doesn't seem to affect the enemy at all, but the heroes or the night guard that are coming in, if they were damaged at all, would be receiving some healing.
Absolutely, yeah. One of them was, you can see like his armament has been pierced, and this one guard holds his arm, grateful for the temporary hit points or the temporary life that you've given him. He works his way towards you. You can move that guy furthest. Sure, yeah. Closer to yourself. Just right in there. Perfect.
Perfect.
Zeema, you're up.
So, are some of these crustaceans like taken away, like some of these like guards as well, or are we just imagining some?
Imagining it, yeah. Like you can take those guys that are on that guard there and pull them towards the water.
These guys?
Sure.
But probably like these 2 small ones are staying then?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so these 2 are going this way.
Yep. And that little guy that's over there on your side, Trevor, on the sand, you can probably move him back as well as he's grabbed somebody, and pull them into the depths.
Yeah, so we're coming up to get somebody.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay. In that sense, then I'll pull back up like a little bit more, just like another 5 feet. Then just with one hand reach back, see this one standing right there, and I'll launch out an Eldritch Blast towards it.
Sounds good. Have you exited this darkness yet?
No.
Cool.
If I move another 5 feet, I will be.
Perfect. Sounds good. Okay. This crustacean, just coming up on this elven cleric, and you launch your Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Would it be with advantage, or is it just baseline?
We give you advantage. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very rubber dice.
Yes. Dirty 20.
That's a hit. They're great because they don't clatter on the desk, on the table.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
Fair enough.
Okay, 7 force damage.
Good man.
Yeah. Was this one already injured before, or?
It was not, no.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, so your Eldritch Blast, strikes his back, thorax, and you see the shell literally shatter under its arcane energy, and you can see like the tender flesh, underneath as it screeches and hollers, clawing at this cleric, but not being able to get purpose.
Right, I still have 5 more feet of movement, I would say.
Yep.
And that would mean I'm kind of like the back half of me is currently like poking out of the darkness, and my front half is still dragging him back. So
Gotcha.
he's still barely in there.
Cool, sounds good. So you're half in, half out, and Thadius is fully in.
Yes.
Yeah, being floated behind you.
Yes.
Perfect. Anything else there, Rhys?
Probably would be yelling out back, help us for God's sakes.
Thadius, you're up. Give me a death save.
That's 2 fails.
That's 2 fails. Yeah. So you can hear, as you plead for help, to the servants above, and you see this cleric, kind of look back at you, knowing that he's swarmed, and yet he's doing what he can. You hear, the death rattle in the lungs of this stranger, just choking and coughing away on the water. That things do not look good for this individual. The creatures on the island recognize, that they're in this darkness and that there's nothing there. I rolled in that 20. So I'm going to say they all work their way towards yourself there, Zeema.
So kind of just like wandering around it.
Move 2 of them closer in, but not quite within range, and move the other one towards yourself there, Trevor, on top.
Like this way?
Wonderful. There we go. Okay, and let me see. You can move those guys off the map totally there, Rhys, thank you, as they drag that guard into the water. You can move up these 2 fighters on the guy that just came up on the beach. Yep. And the one behind you, Alindawn will attack you at advantage. Oh, look at that. I don't fudge dice.
That happened to me.
2 nat 20s.
That happened to me on Thursday.
That isn't the first time that's happened. That happened just recently in our 0 session too. Yeah. 2 nat 20s at advantage. So I would have role played. He comes in and he clips you hard in the leg. Rolling really good. 7 points of damage as he clips you, and you feel a snip in your leg there, Alindawn, and you feel like a tendon to go. So I'm going to say you're down on 1 knee, and movement will be halved until you fix that up. Okay. And then the one in front of you is because you're kind of knocked prone. That is a nat 17. That's going to be a hit as well, even with your heavy armor. The big guy comes in and just claws you, just gives you a thump with his meaty fist. Taking yourself only 5 points of bludgeoning as he comes down and hits you hard on the shoulder. Okay. And those guys are done. Those crustaceans are still in the darkness, so they can still take a shot. They're going to take a shot at yourself there, Zeema.
Okay.
Disadvantage. These quills literally come just thoop, 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 around you in the water, and you can just see them splattering, missing you as you work your way with this body, through the water. Literally you can see his color turning blue. Okay, and I'm done. Alindawn, you're up.
Okay. Well, having heard the cries and looking over and seeing, since I'm down on the ground, I get a better vantage on them, the 2 of them there. I will include them in my aura.
Cool.
So this round, everybody gets 10 hit points.
10 temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Okay. So both of you get 10 temporary hit points. Now, does temporary bring somebody back from death saves?
No, because it's not you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else there, Alindawn? That's a bonus action to that, is it not?
That is, yes. As
Okay.
a bonus action, I can give them myself.
So you still have your move and your action.
Yeah.
As you see, like this female halfling, struggling to drag this body, out of the water. It's the 2 of them just coming out of the cusp of this darkness, and you can see this, kind of splashing into the water. These quills. You can just see the desperation in this halfling's eyes. Give it some flavor there, Rhys.
Yeah, you just see this lady just like looking over her shoulder, like back up towards the shoreline, and probably just like giving just a sudden instance of like eye contact with you that just says, "I don't know who you are, but this man needs you more than you can imagine."
Absolutely. Did you communicate that verbally, or just through a look, or did you communicate that psychically?
Honestly, she's probably so panicked in this moment that she would, telepathically just directly into his mind, just tell him exactly that.
Yeah, so there's this unknown presence that just kind of takes over the back of your mind. You feel this tingling, and this sensation, that almost as if for that brief second your mind has been shared. And as you look back, you see this halfling, and it's not necessarily her pointing at you, but her gaze is just locked with your eyes, and you can just see the desperation in her face, as like literally this communique comes through, this plead for help as she drags this young teenager's body, onto the brink of the shore.
Stand up for half my move.
Yeah. And it's painful. You can feel like the tendons, in your leg, just stretch. Okay, that big guy would get an attack of opportunity on you. They both would. That is a miss and a miss.
Okay.
Actually, I rolled a nat 1 for the little guy. The little guy is going to grab the body there.
This one here?
Yeah, and drag it off. And we're just going to take him right off the field.
And with this guy?
That guy's going to follow as well. Perfect. Yeah, that's a good way of playing that one. That way, it's not necessarily a blunder, but it gets them off the field.
And as my action, I will cast Aura of Vitality. Which does 2d6 of healing to anybody within 30 feet that's friendly.
Yeah, those Twilight clerics.
11.
Exceeded my max hit points.
Wow.
So both Zeema and Thadius, there's this healing, energy that kind of takes over your body. As your arms and your legs, get warm, and you can see this cleric, standing over you, reaching out, and literally as the two of you reach out, you can feel this warmth, kind of take over your body, and you can see Thadius, this human, teenager, with his cloak, finally undrawn, from the water. And you can pull him to his feet, still wobbly, but no longer in death's door.
I'll just make that a cure light wounds because I have to use a bonus action to give him the health healing. And it's not everybody in the area. I can give 2d6 to somebody as a bonus action.
Okay,
So retching it to a cure light wounds on you.
okay, fair
Which
enough.
is a touch.
Yeah, so you're still injured then there,
Sorry.
That's fine.
Rhys. That
No
was
problem
cool.
with that.
I probably would have let it slide.
It's 2 hit points. It's
Yeah.
fine. I can take it.
Oh, I should be hitting harder? Perfect.
No.
Okay. Anything else there, Alindawn?
That's my bonus move and action.
Okay. It is your turn there, Zeema.
Goodness.
Miss Bluebrooke.
Yes. As far as formalities go, I guess like you mentioned before, him being righted up probably helped raise him at least up to his knees or such.
With the weight of him and Thadius, still kind of staggering, you help him to his feet, and the three of you kind of stand back to back for that brief second as these crustaceans work their way out of the darkness.
And I'll probably make sure I'm standing about here or so, and I'm going to strike this one with another Eldritch Blast if I can.
Yeah, and he's already been injured once.
Right. Just a regular roll, but that's fine. Yeah. Wait, no, 6 plus 5, 11.
That is just a miss.
I can add this.
Yep, that is a hit.
Okay.
+3.
All right. 9 damage.
Give it some flavor there, Rhys.
Yeah. I imagine the way in which she launches out this Eldritch Blast, it's less so just like a force, just like a blunt force that's in the air. It's almost as if she's lashing out with her voice itself, as it just lashes through the wind and just clobbers it across the side of the head.
Absolutely, yeah. And you see this force literally just slam into it, and it takes a couple steps to the side and just falls over, kiltered, by the blow, so you can take that guy off the field. Yeah, good job, Rhys. And literally, it's legs just kind of kicking in the air, as you can see, like its armament and its internal workings all splattered on the beachhead.
Mm-hmm. And then probably would start to move just a little bit onto the sand, but nothing crazy.
Sounds good. Are you going to take Thadius with you?
If he allows me.
Yeah, you can move half move if you want.
He's kind of confused because he's in the dark.
Yeah, so in that case, I'm still holding on to you.
Yeah.
Raising onto your knees, and then probably at this point grabbing you by the hand instead, just starts, dragging you behind.
Perfect. Yeah, so you can move yourselves both on the beach if you wanted to, Rhys.
Yeah, probably about there.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sounds good. Anything else?
I guess it would just be probably just looking back over his shoulder, just making sure that,
That cleric is good?
Yeah, that kind of cleric is, not, out of, not out of his depths, let's say.
Absolutely. Thadius, you're up.
Well, I can't sit around and do nothing.
This halfling literally has you by the hand.
I have a contentious relationship with the guards in this city, but I can't just let giant crustacean creatures kill them either, so he's going to dive over here, and he's going to find one of the weak spots in the...
Armament, yep.
Yeah, and he's going to shank the giant lobster.
Okay, this one has been hit once, has not been hit yet.
That would be a 15 to hit.
That is just a hit.
Okay, so d6. 9 plus 3 is 12.
Good job. Yeah, you come out of your forever slumber, and you kind of shake off the cobwebs. And as this creature lunges at you, you roll underneath its arm, and underneath and upcoming, you stab it deep underneath, through one of the armor plate, crinks, and you get your blade in there, and you can see like that green gelatinous blood just kind of spew out, and splat all over the brown tan sand.
Okay.
Anything else?
Basically, he's just going to try and curl his hand into between the armor plating and hold on, because he's going to try and stab him again next time.
Yeah, so you grab on for hold, and you just so that you can kind of stay close to this thing. The guard, sees what you're doing as it reaches around and tries to throw you off. This comes and slashes it as well, and his short sword digs deep to this creature as well. Okay, it is their turn. Let's move those crustaceans in the water up on the beach.
So this one had
A person, yeah.
So does it just leave?
Yeah, it's gone.
Okay.
And those three just move up. The two, yeah, perfect, right there. And the one just behind Zeema. Yep. Just on the ground. Perfect. And then one on you there.
Okay.
Okay. Crustacean comes in and misses you wildly. It's still half in, half out of the water as you kind of stand above it.
Okay.
Zeema, not so lucky. This one comes in, and as Thadius, kind of leaves you and ducks underneath the arm of this larger crustacean, your attention for that brief second is off of Thadius, and you take a deep cut in the back. Not as deep as you thought, only 2 points of slashing damage. You've been lucky at rolling low for damage on you.
Yes. In response, though, I'll snap my gaze back, and I will use. I'll reaction cast a Hellish Rebuke.
Good man.
Mm-hmm.
So it needs to make a dex save.
11.
It fails.
Okay.
Okay, so that is 3d10. 18 fire damage.
Give it some flavor there, Rhys.
Yeah. So it just gives like a nice it just gives like a light slash across. What would you say? Was it her back or shoulder? What'd you say?
Yeah, in the shoulder.
Yeah, it's just a slash across her shoulder. The momentum probably causes her to turn around a bit. She just snaps back, probably raises a hand up from the air, and yells, blurts a word, and suddenly, almost like spontaneous combustion, it just is instantly just covered in flames and just starts charring.
Yeah, absolutely. And this creature, runs to the waters, trying to extinguish itself. But as you see this sizzling, and you could for that brief second, you can see the flames, extinguishing themselves, but then the corpse of it just kind of floating in the water downstream. Its legs charred as the river takes it.
All right. This one in front of me, has it been hurt yet?
It has not.
It has not. Okay. I will do a roll with dead. People don't have temporary hit points left if they've been used up. That would be 6.
Doesn't it reset every single time?
You keep the highest, is my understanding.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah, they don't stack, but
They don't stack.
You just keep the higher roll too.
I
Okay.
mean, if you lost your 10 or whatever from last round, you could get 6 back.
From our Dragon's Den table, we had Thomas played a Moon Cleric, and those healing, those temporary hit points. Oh god, they're hard to get through for the DM.
It can be. So he has to make a Wisdom saving
I failed.
throw.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if you need another one.
6.
6 points.
That is it for me for right now.
Okay.
Sorry, are you wounded?
Barely.
Barely. It hardly
You're
counts.
still at full health.
Yeah.
plus their temporary hit points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zeema, you're up.
All right.
Yeah, so with your reaction, as this crustacean hits you, you turn around and you use your hellish rebuke, and literally this thing just bursts into flames. Running to the river, hoping to extinguish it, but then just dying. Getting carried away by the current of the river. And you turn once again. Looking, you can see this human, behind this large crustacean, kind of holding on for dear life, slashing away at its back, trying to find any weak spot in its armament. And this cleric, holding his own on the beach, literally 5-10 feet away from you.
Do you have that one alone?
I have it, yes.
Okay. And then just face forward and, well, I mean, what else? Eldritch Blast.
Yep. Okay, give it to me.
My first miss.
Would you roll?
3 + 5 is 8.
Yeah, and yeah, your blast literally just streaks through as this creature turns, but slashing its back. Do you want to pass it over?
I mean, if you're offering, I won't
Yep.
refuse.
There we go.
So get a better roll.
I mean, 21, I'll take it.
Absolutely. The energy is about to be, loosened from your palm, and as you make eye contact once again, or maybe there's that psychic connection between yourself and this cleric, and then you can hear this voice a little to the left, and as you move your hand, your bolt strikes this creature hard in the chest.
All right, 4. That's 4 force damage. That's not bad.
Absolutely. And it blasts it as its attention is back upon you, rather than reaching around trying to attack the small human on its back.
Right. In that case, I'll move a little bit further forward just to help with that as well.
So still out of reach, but just closer, right? Yeah, 5 feet away kind of thing. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, Thadius, you're up.
All right, I continue to saw with my short sword, trying to get through its spine. A natural 19.
That's gonna hit.
Use the same 2 dice. 9 points of damage.
Yeah, this thing is in really bad shape. Lift a piece of the armor-plated, thorax, and you stick your dagger in deep. And these, like you know these creatures, like you're a resident of this town. The tender, tasty parts are deep within its back. And as you pull this plate up, your blade digs deep, hitting the spinal column, one of the vertebrae, as it howls and starts, just slashing, raving around, trying to get you off its back.
Looks over at the side of the crustacean and he's like, "Hey, you, can you help me out here?"
Yeah.
And he's like, get him!
Anything else?
Nope, that's everything.
Okay, we'll do the
Just holding
guard.
on for dear life.
The guard misses wildly, and move him a little bit closer to Thadius. There we go. Yep. And those two guys gang up on that guard and drag him down. He's still kicking and screaming, but they start. Maybe you can move him 3 squares back there, Rhys.
Like, just to, the edge of the
Yeah.
sand.
As they're dragging him in. And this would be going on all across the beach, right? Some of these, shelf farmers, and further down you can see other guards. Some of them doing, better than others. But there's pockets all over the place of this chaos is just literally branching out along this shoreline. And these two guys over there, you can take off 1 crustaceans. Yeah, and as they go and they flank that one guy. Yeah, making short work of him. And then we're gonna go with the little guy on yourself there, Alindawn. Nope, he strikes and dings off your shield. And then the big guy, move the big guy closer to you there, Zeema.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. So were you technically on him? So
Yeah.
you wouldn't get attack of
No,
opportunity
I'm
he's
just riding
yeah.
him.
And he's still within the threat range of. He hasn't left the threat range of that guy.
I went through the soft tissue and I'm basically got my short sword around his spine. I'm
Yeah,
trying
just-
to cut the rope.
You're trying to paralyze him?
Yeah.
Your AC is 12. That is gonna hit hard.
I'd imagine.
Take yourself 10 points of slashing. I finally got a hit. So go through your temporaries first.
Yep, that's burned them all and gotten a little bit of my HP.
Okay, and like this creature hits like a hammer. Alindawn, you're up.
Alright. Time to end this.
That's a lot of dice being
These
rolled.
creatures can go to sleep.
The old sleep spell.
Eek. My god doesn't like me today. 25 hit points worth of creatures.
Okay, and it starts with the weakest one next to you.
Weakest one within.
Yeah. So the large crustacean collapses. Yeah, and not that it's falling asleep; it's just almost out of exhaustion, and you can see it's still, kind of clawing at the sand, like a half conscious, half, not. It hits hard on the ground. Yourself and next to it, Thadius, still, trying to pierce away.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the next was 30 feet. You said.
Yeah, 30 foot range.
Okay, the one in front of you has yet to be hit, right?
Correct.
And so you're one shy, but I'm going to give it to you. The one in front of you also submits to slumber. Yeah, and as it literally just kind of fades, into this darkness that you and this creature were falling on or fighting on. You can see that as it kind of disappears into this black, kind of cloud. Further down, the current takes it and just kind of moves it off into the river.
Man. 6 temporary hit points for within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
Friendly.
Yeah, I'll trust that you guys keep track of that on your own.
And I'm going to move this 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's what I go with my problem.
Yeah, cool.
Goodness, yeah, I probably see this man heading off in this direction.
Yeah,
And
it looks
I'd-
like he's making his way towards this soldier, this guard that's being dragged into the drink. But with his staggering leg, you don't think he's going to make it in time before these two crustaceans drag this poor individual into the river.
I mean, the best I can do is try and get one of them so that it's at least a harder time.
Yep.
So I just get within range here, I'd say, and do an Eldritch Blast
Okay.
to try and strike this one and see if I can.
Yeah, give me a hit.
Yeah, that's 11.
That is just a miss.
That's okay.
Okay, that is a hit.
Goodness,
That is
Get him.
just a hit.
why is everybody spoiling me? Okay. 4. Dang.
Yeah, your blast, hits it, hard in the back. Half the energy ricocheting off its armament, and it's got its prey well in grasp. And you see these two, struggling with the weight and the resistance of the soldier, but they do drag him into the drink. And you can see like the last of his arms, kind of flailing, just reaching out, grasping for anything as they take him under.
I mean, she probably just sighs to herself in disappointment. Well, what else can she do? She tried what she could, but it wasn't
Absolutely.
enough.
Thaddeus, this large crustacean is literally just half in, half out of consciousness. Kind of clawing at the ground randomly. Also trying to work its way to the water, but yet still kind
I was
of.
going to say, with it being prone, I'll roll with advantage.
Yep,
And so that would be a 22 to hit.
that is a hit.
And I will cut out his spine for a total of 9.
Give it some flavor. He was down to his last 5.
It's like, if you weren't so oily, I wish I had some butter.
Nice. Yeah, and like this thing was unconscious or on the brink of unconsciousness, and you could just see like its multiple stalked eyes just kind of fade as you sever its spinal column. And at that point, I'd assume that those two guards have done. Those two guards have probably finished off that guy. And at this point, as the guards kind of work their way back, helping the last of the shell farmers, kicking and screaming, pulling off any of these crustaceans, shooting them off, blasting them with bows, or just simply coming in and laying the boots to them. The three of you work your way back up to the shore proper, heaving and puffing. The three of you looking at each other, trying to figure out what's to happen next. Thadius, you're up. Now, something we haven't talked about is something we talked about recently at DMU is home rules and how what home brew rules we have and stuff like that. Obviously, with me, with nat 20s and nat 1s, allow you guys to improv the crap out of them. One of the things that was discussed was death saves, and when you get you come out of death saves, there should be a consequence to that. Just simply, healing and you're up back, at full strength. It's cool, but it's not practical. Are you guys keen on the idea if you come out of a death save, you take 1 level of exhaustion?
Yeah.
That sounds kind of rough. Especially since he just healed all my hit points in one shot.
But you're on death's door. Anyway, we can talk about that for future. That's something I'd like to start putting into the game. To me, it makes sense because you're literally on death's door. Like if you're injured and you get knocked down, and then you get brought up for 1 hit point and you got knocked down, and you get brought up for another 4 hit points and you got knocked down, come up for another 3 hit points. There's no consequence.
That's true.
It's just like, okay, I'm up, I'm down, I'm up, I'm down.
Yeah.
But if every time there was a level of exhaustion, so like the first level is disadvantage on ability checks, right?
Yeah.
The second is speed halved. To me, that makes total sense.
Yeah, and in combat at lower levels, it's not too oppressive.
Well, and that's just at higher levels. How often are you guys going to get dropped?
You do also realize that a death save's an ability save.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Yeah, so then you roll every death save at disadvantage after you do the first one.
Yeah, you betcha.
Yes, but you just about got killed once, and now you've been killed almost a second time. So yeah, I agree. It kind of fits.
Hey, something
Makes
worth
you think
talking about.
twice.
We won't do it today,
Yeah.
because that's something we didn't talk about. I should have brought it up because, like I said, it was a rule that was brought up at DMU, and I like it. I like it a lot. To me, it makes sense, and it's something I wish they'd kind of put into the game because consequences for the characters, they're just, you're up and you're down, you're up and you're down, you're up and you're down. And like, really, if I got slashed hard against the chest and somebody came and put a med pack on me, they might get me on my feet, but there's no way I'm jumping back in combat, because I'm going to be effed up. But